Okay, how are the tourists going? Do we even have any tourists here?
Ho dimenticato la crema solare.
Oh, they look like they're kind of pleased. Oh, hold on. We got a random autosave. We still got that foreign aid coming in. All these natural disasters at least benefit that. I could go with like a balloon ride or something. Let's decorate this place out. Let's put Christ the Savior. No. No. That's not happening right now. Maybe later. I mean, that does sound like a really cool thing to do. We'll have like a fountain here. The Fountain of God. Just to prove our loyalty to his divineness after all the terrible events he's caused. I think he thinks that we think we're better than him. And he's not wrong. I mean, our El Presidente probably has the audacity to suggest that he is God. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this is Macho Man fucking Gordon we're talking about here. This isn't like Stalin or something. This is much worse. There you go. There we go. It's looking beautiful. This place is starting to shape up beautifully. People are demanding an election. Well, you know what? If they can have their election. They just have to tell me about it. So I don't see the thing to accept an election unless it's right here.
Being such a great country.
Oh yes, your freedom tax.
That is why we decided
Fuck
we
you.
want something in
You're dismissed. I don't have time for you. We're already taking your citizens, and they're already coming to our island. I don't need to deal with you.
How could they? I cannot believe that El Presidente has built a garbage dump over my favorite meadow. So many natural treasures lost forever. 25 different plant types, 12 different reptile species, and
I can't hear what the radio is saying. Unfortunately, I've had to turn the volume down a lot in order to get the recordings to not be super loud. So I can't actually hear what they just said. I'm not sure if you can either. Someone was just complaining. Fuck them. I don't care. Complain. Comrade Presidente, an article published in Pravda in Moscow, has criticized the housing conditions for the masses in Tropico. Comrade Kevin Thomas, the leader of the Communist faction, demands that you do something for the housing of the proletariat. Consider the construction with some new houses, tenantry, and apartments. Okay, I can do that. Anyhow, what I was saying was, that asshole on the radio, yeah, fuck him. I don't care. That's why I didn't turn the volume down because I needed to for the recording. I just didn't want to hear what the fuck he had to say. I don't care about their stupid criticism. It's obviously wrong. So why address it? Look, I'll build two tenements here. Just because I can. Just to put that stuff there, and I'll build like a hospital or something in that other corner. Most of the entertainment's gonna be focused here.
Excelencia?
My son, do you know what all Tropicans should do more often? And surprisingly,
what?
the answer is not drink rum.
Enough in the world to save Tropican souls, but build a few churches and cathedrals, we could save them from nastier levels of hell. Raise the religion happiness to 50. Okay, I'll try to do that. I mean, we're already at 30. They look like they're doing pretty good for themselves already. To be honest with you, though, yeah, that's actually probably a good idea. Let's get the religious folk on our side, because having them on our side is probably... but before we do that, I just realized I totally forgot to put like any form of police stations or anything like that, and that's gonna be bad in the long run, especially with tourists. I mean, the Tropican citizens are fine, but I don't trust these fucking tourists. I mean, if a tourist gets robbed, okay. But if a Tropican gets robbed by a tourist, oh, we can't have that. That's absolutely unacceptable. We'll have it just wedged into the corner here, just so. Oh yeah, as they drive in, they can see the police department, so the tourists know you misbehave, you're gonna get robbed by the police, who will steal your stuff. They'll take all your precious, high-quality clothing for themselves, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it also, I guess, fills space. Oh, and it's right by the church, too, so they can drive past the police station and see the oppressive government here, and then they can see the church right there. It's like, yeah, we know. If you don't go to that church, we're gonna find out. We're gonna come for you. That way, those atheists don't get any funny ideas. Gosh, no atheists in our communist super country. Jeez. This is a land of oppression. Who needs freedom and stuff? Jeez, seriously. Freedom of religion? Who cares? Oh.
Presidente,
Here we go.
Republicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect.
Let's just do elections without speeches, because I think we're doing marginally. I don't think we actually need a speech, since we're suspected to have 77 votes of our people, which is excellent news for us. But, just in case, we can try to woo them over by building up those churches that we accepted to build earlier. That way those people are just really super excited. Like, the religious folk will just be like, oh yeah. Where should we nestle this cathedral into? I need a larger picture of the world. We could just build it here and somewhere in the middle. I mean, that'd be... Let's build it there. Let's fill this space up. This would be like a huge religious corner with a police station and stuff, you know, just in the center of the town, so that anyone, like, can, you know, gets their religious things done. You know, I'm sure the tourists want to pray to God before they go out to sea, so that they don't get consumed by the giant fucking tsunamis he keeps sending at the non-believers. And I'm sure, you know, all this other kind of stuff, but more importantly, we could actually, like, charge people to go into the cathedral like it's some kind of historic site, and, you know, tourists will pay us money for that, which is always good. It's always good. More money is always good. How are my tourists doing?
Muy buena.
Oh, they're all really happy. Oh, and look, and they do actually, the tourists, I think, is this a tourist or a Tropican? That's a fucking Tropican. Where's an actual tourist?
Uh-huh.
There you are. They do have a need for faith, though, apparently, which is good. So their need for faith will be satisfied here. They'll go into the church, but they might have to pay for it. I mean, religion is free for Tropicans, but not for non-Tropicans, so they'll have to pay for it. But that's fine, I don't fucking care. They'll pay for it, I'll get all the money, and, yeah. Everything will work well. And we might be able to appease the great... We might be able to appease God, and he will be able to stop sending all that shit at us. And he won't erupt the giant volcano here to erase our Macho Man Gordon and his glory from the world. Yes, the police station is up. I'm gonna let those quests subside. I have stuff I'm doing. It looks like our votes, we're getting all the votes still.
My dear President,
No need for fraud.
election day draws near.
Ooh, look at that nice sunset. That's really nice.
President, relations between the USSR
Are we really arguing over which communism is better? Sorry, but Russian communism is totally better than you, China. Fuck off. I'm Soviet Union all the way.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People are content that no
Okay, that's good. That's good. People trust me. Yeah, they better love me. They have to. They don't have a choice. I really like how contradictory our country really is when you come to think about it. Like, we are a communist state that is very capitalistic. We're, a religious state, I guess, kind of. Well, actually, no. Macho Man Gordon only worships one god, and that's himself. So, really, we're not a really religious state at all, but we have all these churches here. So, we're really covering all the bases, to be honest. Perfect sociological balance for the most corrupt world possible. You see, the reason we even tolerate these churches being here and all this stuff, this entertainment, is because we want money! I mean, that's what it's all about in the end. I mean, everyone knows that the end game goal here is to get all the religious people on our side so that we can create a religious theocracy which worships Macho Man Gordon as a god and pays tithes to his holiness. I mean, that's the end goal. That's our end goal, because once we have that, we basically mastered the entire population. Like, this society will bend to our will. Are we still seriously having construction problems? We have like 2 fully stabbed things. This shouldn't be an issue anymore. Build more statues.
Presidente, you may not like it, but people want to see your face.
I don't know. I mean, building statues is fine and all, but I'm not really sure if it's the best idea. That being said, is this golden stat increases the tourism rating? Convert citizens to loyalists. It's worth 60,000. That's too much money. I don't have enough for that. Oh, what's this? Traction with no service fee that raises the respect of all visitors. May convert visitors to a particular faction. Okay, so it raises the respect rating. That's actually really useful. That might be a cool attraction, too, maybe. The Eternal Flame. Where will we put the Eternal Flame? You could put it right as you come in. I mean, it's 20,000 bucks. That's 20,000 big ones right there. That's pretty hefty. That's a big price. Where would the Eternal Flame even go? I mean, it's a pretty weird building. I'd probably put it in the richer part of town when we start getting the better hotels and stuff. Speaking of which, we could actually probably extend our tourism industry now with another motel. It's right there. There we go. Unfortunately, we're starting to enter areas where they might not like going there. But I wonder if this is a thing. If I start building trees and stuff, like I'm just gonna test this. Like, I'll delete the tree after I'm done. But if I start building like a bunch of trees here, like like that, and I take a hotel. Oh, that is how it works. Okay, so we can actually theoretically improve the conditions of our area to make them more acceptable to foreign peoples. We just need to do so by building trees and stuff. So, yeah, we can actually extend our hotels further if we wanted to, but I don't think we necessarily need to at this point. A luxury liner might be useful. I don't know if we need rich people here, though. Not sure if we're ready for the rich. Screw this. I'm gonna quick build you because it's been way too fucking long. Now that once that's up, we'll have even more things for tourists to do, which is always appreciated. I mean, to be honest, that's what most people come to tropical islands for anyway, the beach. I've never been a fan of that type of tourism, to be honest with you. I'm more of the historic type of guy. I like history and things like that. Like, the ethnic enclave would be what I'm interested in. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't seem to like that. I have no idea why. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating it. It's not that a lot of people don't seem to like it. It's this that I think the vast majority of people are more interested in physical entertainments than they are in, say, the logistical ones. Maybe my faith in humanity is just a little low, but that's just what I've noticed. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I like a good theme park from time to time, but I've always been more of a fan of history, personally, than I have been of conventional tourism. I don't need the souvenir shop. What was I doing? I was trying to find the tour guide office, because that could be useful. We could use some tours. We could put the tours... where should we put it? I mean, we could squeeze it there. It's probably a good idea. Let's keep it right there. That's tour guide office. Now, I don't know what they'd be touring. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff here in the island, to be perfectly honest with you. The tour, I guess they could tour the volcano, but still not the most important thing. Also, these bungalows are not being built. Screw it. Quick build them all. I seriously don't have time to wait for my construction workers to not work, which they seem to be doing. Oh!
Presidente, they tell me that there are different kinds of tourists. To me, they all look the same, but I'm not the one to judge.
We already had the cocktail bar. I already have one, so we'll just start attracting the spring breakers. I mean that's what it's all about, really. Okay. There's also a spa is super fucking expensive. I don't think I want to deal with that kind of tourism attraction. Let's get us another cocktail bar, because I'm sure People are gonna want more cocktail bars in their lives. We'll have one just literally right next to the other. We'll just pack them in, so people can walk to them between their hotels here. Also, not the most impressive hotels, I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't stay in these things, well, if I was going on a luxury vacation, but that's just me. Then again, that is more of a first world problem than anything. But if you're going on a vacation, you know, probably go for just the classic hotel or something. I mean, that's what I'd go for. Or the bungalow. The bungalow would be really nice, actually.